Well, welcome back to Exhaust Sports Auto. My name is Kevin, and I hope you had a very Merry Christmas, or I should say Happy Holidays, because I don't want to offend anybody, of course. Can't do that. But as you can see by the title of this video, it is regarding the Lexus ES. I already did a video covering the RX, and why am I covering this? Well, because many of you Lexus enthusiasts have asked me to cover these vehicles more in depth, the future of it, all that good stuff. So let's talk about why the Lexus ES is currently kind of sort of winning. Most importantly, what it needs to do to continue to win, basically. So that's kind of what we're going to be talking about, because the previous video talking about the RX, that thing is winning because obviously this is an SUV crazed world and they sell over 100,000 RXs per year. And that is astonishing to me because that is not the cheapest SUV in the lineup. One of the next best-selling vehicles in the lineup is actually their sedan, the ES. So this is pretty much almost in line with the NX. You know, they sell about 50,000, but actually the ES used to sell closer to like 70,000 units per year. So it's gone down a bit, but it's still up there. And this isn't unbelievable because the Mercedes C-Class and the BMW 3 Series also sells around 50 to 60,000 units per year. And these are all United States numbers, of course. So this kind of proves that no, sedans aren't completely dead. The well-priced sedans are definitely still, for the most part, thriving, but we're going to be focusing in on this ES. And yeah, the ES is currently winning, and let's talk about a few things. So I recently reviewed, well, I pretty much reviewed 3 generations of the ES, like an 07 one, the 2013, a 2016/17, and then I reviewed the 2020 model years, both the ES350 and the 300H. So I'm going to be focusing more on the new ones because that's more so the future anyway, right? So the new ES, this is stunning. Okay, this is truly for like $45,000 to $50,000. This is unbelievable value per money just in cars as a whole. This is a great new car purchase. The quality of this vehicle is legit flagship levels, and I've said this before in previous videos, and I even mentioned this in the RX videos as well, but the ES, dude, like honestly, it's almost not even worth going up to an LS 500. I kid you not. It's really genuinely not worth it. That's how good the current ES is, the new one. And some of you, oh, actually only one person said this, but they were like, I guess they're an LS fanboy. I don't know, maybe I offended them, but they were like, oh my God, the ES it's not even comparable to the LS and all this other stuff. I'm sorry, but they're dead wrong because the ES actually even rides a little bit better than the new LS because it doesn't have the little run flat tires on it. But the quietness, the comfort of this car is unbelievable. Even the interior resembles the LS actually. They actually took design cues out of it. It has the same supple, soft feeling similar to the LS. So even in that regards, it's unbelievable. This far surpasses the C classes and the 3 Series and Audi A4s and all that crap in terms of quality, in terms of being a straight up luxury car. Those German counterparts, they definitely do drive better, they handle better, but the reason why the new ES is so freaking good and the reason why it's so soft and comfortable is because they gave zero attention to driving at all. Like that was not even a thing that they were concerned with. That's why the ES rides so freaking well, because they focused it all on the comfort. Unfortunately, I haven't driven the F Sport model. I will plan to do that soon, but I don't really care. Just the regular luxury trim level with the double pane glass. Wow, what a stunning object to pilot around. And I kid you not. No, it doesn't have the same level of grip and handling and all that as like a 3 Series, but as a pure luxury car, this is a home run. LS is now pretty much, it's really not really needed anymore unless you just like the LS nameplate and you just like the looks of it, which even the looks copies the LS almost to a T actually, aside from the rear end. So that's pretty astonishing. That's really great. And of course it's a Lexus, still very prestigious. I mean, again, for this price point, under $50,000 to get a car of this size and demeanor. It's far larger than the 3 Series A4 and C Class. That's great while still being prestigious. That's why it's a winner. And I've mentioned this before, under $50,000, that's where Lexus succeeds, because over $50K people are going to go German no matter how good the Lexus car is. So They nailed the price, they nailed the size, they nailed the quality of it, inside, out, and driving. So that's fantastic. Now, what does Lexus need to do to stay there and to make this a winner and maybe perhaps get the sales figures up a little bit? Well, they did one of the things that they had to do, and that's make it all-wheel drive. But they screwed it up. I like that they added all-wheel drive, but they made it into like this old 2.5-liter 4-cylinder Camry engine. That's unfortunate. That sucks. Again, I haven't driven that model, but 203 horsepower, that is simply not enough for a vehicle like this. That silky smooth V6, that's amazing. The ES300H hybrid, that's also amazing. Even though it's a 4-cylinder, even though it's a hybrid, that is one of the smoothest hybrid powertrains I've ever experienced. Fantastic. Even that vehicle is worth looking into and getting, actually. But this all-wheel drive, okay, I get it. Maybe they can't blend it in with the hybrid powertrain. Okay, that's fine. They got to at least offer it with the ES350 because that V6 over 300 horsepower, that's great. That's good thrust. That vehicle and the hybrid, they both feel relatively effortless for what it is. That's great. So the 3.5-liter V6 needs to be paired up with this all-wheel drive system. Or at least, instead of doing that stupid 4-cylinder, they should have at least taken the turbo 4-cylinders out of the NX or something and then made that into the all-wheel drive. That would have been better, but I'm assuming the reason why they didn't do that is because in the future, the next generation ES is most likely going to lose the V6, unfortunately. It's probably going to be replaced with that turbo 4. That's probably their plan, and that's probably why they didn't implement that now for this generation with the all-wheel drive. That's very unfortunate if that is the case. But I guess for the typical Lexus buyer, you know, that does 10-15 miles per hour below the speed limit, I guess that's all the motor they need. Probably they don't even need that much motor, but it's just that's not a quintessential luxury car experience. The other two powertrains are, this ES250 is not, and the all-wheel drive and the weight, that's just, it's not appropriate. I'm sorry. So that they need to change. Or just simply add the all-wheel drive to the ES350 model. At least do that for sure. So all-wheel drive, that would make it very much more practical in pretty much all the states and all the different buying markets. So that would be nice. Another thing that they can do, it's a small thing, but it's pretty big at the same time. They need to make the rear seats fold down because that is unacceptable for a front-wheel drive vehicle or a front-wheel drive based vehicle. The rear seats need to fold down. I mean, this is an SUV crazed world. People think that they're really practical, those SUVs. Sedans can be too, especially if you can fold down the rear seats, but this vehicle can't do it, so that sucks. They need to fix that ASAP. But that'll probably be the next generation, and the next generation might not even have the V6, so is it even worth getting? I don't know. We'll have to see. Also, the marketing needs to be better on these vehicles, on all the Lexus cars. I mean, I don't even know what Lexus marketing is right now, actually. They need to do something. They need to also do a better job portraying to people that their vehicles are above spec sheets, that spec sheets are not the only thing that can define these vehicles, or else the ES would be a failure if all you did was look at the spec sheets of the vehicle. There's so much to it. That quality experience cannot be explained on paper. So they need to do a better job somehow in their marketing to explain that their vehicles connect on a higher level than just specs, basically. And obviously they need to continue this high quality premium approach that they have with this car, this near flagship levels of quality. They need to continue this, that's for sure. They can't let up. And I guess finally, they just need to continue to keep the lease prices down on these vehicles, because German cars do exceptionally well because they lease out very well, like the 3 Series and all that stuff. They always offer great rebates on those types of vehicles. But the ES does lease out pretty good, but I guess, again, they just need to advertise that a little bit better. I think that would also help their sales. But yeah, the car itself is an absolute gem. It's definitely something that, I've always said this, it's between the ES and the RX. These are the two highest quality bang for the buck vehicles that you can get in their lineup, essentially. And also the IS, okay, the IS 350F Sport is also incredible. It's about $50-something thousand, I think, brand new. It's a lot of money brand new, but that is also a great vehicle, and the resale value on those is excellent as well. Some of you were saying that, oh, they should make the ES like a V8 and they should make an F model and all this nonsense. They'll never do that, first of all. And two, there is nothing sporty about the ES. That is not what that vehicle is. It would just be a waste. It's a front-wheel drive platform. It can never be performance anything, basically. They have that F Sport. I'll definitely try to check it out. But again, that's not what this car is about. What they're doing with it is amazing as is. They just need to do a few little things, few little improvements. all-wheel drive is a key must, but they need to offer it with some more legitimate powertrains. That's the most important thing. I thought about a wagon, but nobody buys wagons here. People just like to comment about that in the YouTube comment sections, but they don't sell otherwise. But aside from that, and aside from V8s and F models, what do you think the ES needs to do or to be an improvement, or to even help their sales, or to even maintain what they have going on right now? Because the ES is one of the better selling vehicles in the line, one of their top sellers actually. So you let me know, and if you're an owner of an ES, new or used, let me know how you're liking it. What do you think? And if you own a more newer ES, let me know if you've had the opportunity to compare it with the LS. What do you think between the new LS and the new ES? Leave all your comments down below. I'll be very happy to read them. And of course, the improvements that the ES can make and what they can do to continue being an excellent product, basically. Because at the end of the day, you are the Lexus enthusiasts. You are the ones purchasing these vehicles. So I would like to hear from you. So with that, that'll just about end this video. Please do click on this next video here. It'll be posted on the end screen here. So I'll see you there. Bye.